it is still our 3rd-year anniversary this morning. We've been having special guests on our new set on tea or coffee. We're having so much fun. But this guest is special to me, and I'm going to give you 2 reasons. Number 1, he's special because he came all the way from Korasi just because he wants to celebrate our anniversary with us and also be on our new set as one. Secondly, he is from the Better by 4 University. If you know me, you know that I'm big about my university and my alma mater. His name is Tosin Opaleke, popularly known as Young MC. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
I love your outfit.
Thank you so much.
Lovely. Nice.
I'm a Yoruba angel.
Wow, okay. Okay, fine. I have nothing to say. I did just take it.
All right. So at what points, we're going to talk. So you are a comic. You're a comedian.
Yes,
right?
I am.
At what points did you decide that this is the path that you want to tread?
I think the year should be 2011. I'd been an MC since 2007.
Okay.
I was 10 years old at the time when I started.
Wow.
Okay. Yes, I was discovered in church by mistake.
Interesting.
What kind of mistake is
I
that?
want to hear the mistake story.
Okay, so it was Children's Day, and they were going to audition children to be the MC in the service. So I came out, said I was going to try out, and I was the youngest. And they were like, no, go away, you're too young, we need teenagers. And I just picked up the microphone and just started talking. Like, look at his confidence. And I started that way. After that service, started getting calls for birthday parties. I was charging 200 naira, 500 naira. That's how I started.
Nice.
So I was doing MC for the first 2, 3, 4 years. Then 2011, I told my first joke, and stand-up comedy came into it before broadcast media now came, and it's been a wonderful journey.
Wow,
Wonderful.
amazing.
So
Amazing.
2007, 2011.
Okay.
That joke you're going to have to tell us.
So what did your parents think? I can imagine them seeing you start as a young person doing what you love to do. I can imagine so we've heard comedians, artists say, oh, their parents were against the things that they decided to do. But what was your own experience like?
My experience was actually a very easy one. It was beautiful because my parents loved it. I guess because I started from church.
Okay.
I think it was because of that. Started from church. So they really supported it. And my dad, back in the day, he used to do MCs for his friends also. So he did it for fun then. But when he saw that his own son is doing it and seeing money from it, decided that he's just going to support. So they've never given me an issue with it.
That's beautiful.
So I grew up happy.
That's beautiful. So how about the comedian, the comic part of it?
Comic part.
How did they react to that?
Well, my dad gave me just one instruction. He said, never tell a dirty joke. So never tell a joke. So never tell a joke that I wouldn't be comfortable listening to. And I'm like, all right, sir, no problem.
Okay. So what's the subject matter of your jokes?
I like to relate jokes to life, to people. Hardly would I tell a joke to body shame someone. Like, for instance, now, I would not say a fat joke because I believe those jokes are too big for people, I would never try to sexualize a joke. I like to be careful with it. Someone said, could you ever say a joke about sex? I said, okay, wait, I'm coming. And then someone said, okay, would you ever say a joke that's derogatory to women? Maybe a joke about menstruation. I said, no, period. Never do that.
I see what he's doing.
Okay.
So I like to just say jokes about animals, for instance. Let me give you something. For example, now, I believe ladies don't insult themselves like you're stupid, you're foolish. They don't do that anymore. The lady would rather say, I hate dogs. I hate dogs so much. And then the friend will say, me, I love dogs. Though. She said, yes, I know now. I've met your boyfriend. Wow. Those are the kind of jokes I do.
Wow.
That is very cheeky.
But then what inspires the jokes that you tell about life?
Conversation. Conversation, and then real life happenings, things that literally happened to me. Like yesterday, when I arrived, I was like, oh, I'm meant to be at the studio like 7:30, so let's just lodge around Magboro, and we started searching. started searching for hotels for like 2 hours. We couldn't get somewhere befitting to stay. We got to an hotel and time was 12:30. And we're looking for the receptionist, and the receptionist wasn't anywhere to be found.
Wow.
And we kept shouting and shouting and shouting. After about 15 minutes, someone came out shirtless, and he's like, oh yeah, Kati, resume. I'm like, you close? He said yes. I said, okay, why is there no light? That they put on gem by 2 p.m. I said, in this hotel, I said, yeah, thank you very much. So we just had to leave the place. So life experiences. Now, if I get back to Ilorin, I know I would definitely sit down with my pen and paper and try to develop a joke from what just happened, you understand? So from life experiences, from conversations with people, and sometimes from movies, just get a pointer.
Okay. All right. So now I heard a very famous story.
Okay.
And this famous story had to do with your time in Unilorin, Better by Far, as you said, right? So apparently, there was a moment you had with a lecturer.
I'm coming to that.
I'm going to let our viewers know. So apparently, there was a moment you had with a lecturer where you were probably talking with one of your course mates while a lecture was going on, and the lecturer was like, who is that talking? Is that you? And then he called you forward and asked you to tell a joke to make him laugh. And apparently this lecturer was a very stern person, right? So I want you to tell us actually what happened, and I want you to tell us the joke that made him laugh. So what actually happened that fateful day?
Okay, I wasn't paying attention in the class.
Okay.
Because I never hated school. But I just saw school like, all right, 4 years. Okay,
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it and move on with life.
Yeah.
So I never paid attention in class. So I'm in class, I'm writing my notes, but my mind is not there. So he caught me that day, talking, and he said, what are we doing? And I was like, I'm telling my friend a joke. I said, he wants to hear that joke. So he told me to stand up. So I went forward and I told the joke. And here it goes. All right, so I went to a conference for ministers, men of God, and they asked them a simple question. If you could change anything in the Bible, what would you change? So the Hausa pastor looked at me, he said, K Walai. I said, what is K Walai? If you would change anything in the Bible, what will you change? He said, the fact I'd like to change in the Bible is where Jesus Christ fed 5,000 people. I said, what's the business with that one? He said, no, it's a bad thing, fa. Why did Jesus Christ not feed 5,000 cows? I said, that is bad.
Right.
I walked away. I asked an Igbo pastor. Igbo pastor said, nah, Judas is not a good businessman. I said, what happened to Judas? I said, why would Judas sell Jesus Christ and return the money? That is bad market. I said, okay, if it were you, what will you do? He said, if it were me, I'll sell Jesus Christ, sell all the disciples, sell the whole of Jerusalem, and open another shop in Aba. And then I walked up to the Yoruba pastor and said, Daddy Aziz Erasa. Now, the man's name is Dr. Aziz, now a professor. Hello, sir.
Wow, okay.
So I said, Daddy Aziz Erasa. If you have any chance to change anything in the Bible, kill him and change. He looked at me and said, oh, God, we should just about Mountain Masho. I said, He said, Lazarus to now. Lazarus has died for 4 days, at Rashabi, at Ramalu, at the young games, in reception. Just while on joke, the television go busy. So yeah, that was the joke I told you.
No, that's good. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, so this is where we're going. So it was lovely speaking to you. Thank you very much for gracing us with your presence. I love the subject. I love that it's subject matter, and I think it's a message out there for young comers out there. Your subject matter doesn't have to be derogatory. It doesn't have to be sexist. It doesn't have to be body shaming for it to actually have.
And people can actually understand what you're saying, plain and simple English.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would rather tell a joke that children can listen to and laugh to, the youths and then the older people too, because it's just easier to make money that way.
Actually it is.
But before, I like your persona. So before we let you go, I want you to give a word of encouragement to people that want to do what you're doing but do not know how to go about it.
Okay. I'll say don't wait for platforms to come to you. Put up your own show. Save money. And put up your own show. Don't wait for platforms. The people whom you want to leave your locality to come and meet in Lagos, they're seeing everything you're doing. So why not just stay where you are, be a king there, and then let them invite you to, come over there. You do something little, then you go back to your kingdom over there. I mean, I came from Ilorin to come to Lagos to feature on this program. There are comedians in Lagos. Why were they not called?
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And of course, you have to say happy anniversary to us now.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Congratulations. I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
We're so glad
Super
to
glad to
have
have
you
you. Super
here.
glad.